Ever wondered how batteries work? How is electricity trapped in a cell? Well, today we'll be answering your hows and whys on current electricity. Hello, this is the complete tutorial. Today, as you know, we'll be taking a shocking topic, current electricity, under the subject physics. Here's a list of what we'll cover in this shockingly beautiful topic. Introduction to the topic: electric cells, current, potential difference and resistance, E.M.F and circuits, calculations on current electricity. But before we continue, I want you to gently press the subscribe button and don't forget to like and share. People have known electric phenomena for many years, but it had few useful effects because it was static or stationary electricity. But later, an Italian scientist, VOLTAIC, discovered that certain chemicals were able to form a simple cell which could keep electricity moving in wires for some time. This simple cell was later developed into the various efficient batteries and cells we have today. Therefore, current electricity is the study of electricity in motion. This is the form of electricity that produces the useful effect we have today. Electric current can simply be defined as the flow of electric charge moving through an electrical conductor or space. A charge is a quantity of electricity which may be positive or negative. This will be explained later. Electric current flows by moving tiny particles carrying charges through solid, liquid, and gases. The various charge carriers are listed below: metals, electrons, semiconductors, holes and electrons, liquids, which are also called electrolytes, ions, gases, ions and electrons. This simply means that in metal, charges are carried through electrons and so on. Amount of electric charge Q is measured in coulombs. And since current is the rate or the flow of charges, we have current being equal to quantity divided by time. And therefore, quantity equals to current multiplied by time. It is always important to note that current is measured in amperes. So far, we have seen the definition of electric current as the flow of electric charges. But how can these charges be produced? This is achieved through devices known as electric cells. They are also known as electrochemical cells. Basically, an electric cell consists of two dissimilar metals placed inside an acid or an alkali or a salt solution, which is called the electrolyte. The two metals are known as electrodes. One is positive and one is negative. Oxidation and reduction processes take place at the electrodes to produce electrons and current. When two or more cells are joined together, they are known as batteries. These batteries can be used to power machines and devices. Generally, electric cells are divided into two categories. The first is primary cells. These cells are the basic cells that cannot be recharged after use, and the second are secondary cells. These are the more advanced cells which last longer and can be recharged after use. They are also known as accumulators. An example is the simple VOLTAIC cell. This cell was invented by Alessandro Volta in the 18th century. It consists of a positive electrode of copper and the negative electrode of zinc. The electrolyte is dilute sulfuric acid. This cell could work only for a short time. So guys, thanks for watching. You sure should check out the second part of this video. Like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to check out our website. The link is in the description below. I'm telling you, you wouldn't want to miss it for anything. Well, we'll say bye for now and see you later. This is the Complete Tutorial.